Hello, hello, hello. Is this thing on? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. Once again, live on Twitch. It's Wednesday night. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. Once again, live on Twitch. It's Bose 831 Gaming with another Twitch episode of my Twitch live stream series. We're playing Farming Simulator 22 Platinum Edition. Keeping in mind that the game is now currently has the premium expansion out, but we're playing with the content from the Platinum Edition and not from the Premium Edition. And once again, welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day, night, or whatever it is in your neck of the woods or in your part of the world. Welcome to the stream, welcome to the stream, welcome to the channel. And without much further ado, we're just going to get right into it. We're jumping right in, generally about whereabouts we left off on the last episode. We had just finished doing our baling operations. We created some grass bales and had them wrapped in the effort to hopefully produce silage. I did have one question concerning that because I'm unsure if the bales, while they're contained in the built-in bale storage for these cow barns, if the wrapped grass will still ferment into silage while they're inside the storage here. That is my hope, because right now when you look at it, you see the silage, the wrapped grass bales, and it says square bales, grass, and so on and so forth, but I don't know for sure if these bales will still ferment into silage at this point, because right now they're showing as grass, but we'll excuse me. We keep an eye on that here as we roll into the next day, month, and see if the grass turns into silage. If not, we may have to take them out, put them in a different location externally until they ferment, and then place them back into the silo. But we finished using these vehicles here that we had on lease, so we can go ahead and return some of these leased items that we use in our effort for as collecting our bales. So we can return the bale trailer for now. I guess we'll keep the truck because I'm still not sure if we're going to need to haul some equipment around. We'll keep the truck in the low loader because we'll still need that. In fact, we'll need the truck right now for what we want to go and get into next real quick, and that's we have some silage from the cows that we can get into. So we're going to grab this leased tractor trailer, semi-truck that we got here, and we're going to go grab the leased liquid container that we have. I'm going to go ahead and grab the silage from our cows and go ahead and bring that over to the biogas plant so that can be sold for profit, processed into other materials. So we're going to do that now. Everything I'm using here is all equipment that's available on the mod hub. In some cases they're mods. One in particular I'm using a mod that's available on the mod hub now. Point that out, for instance here, this Lizard Tanker Sinker is a mod that's available on the mod hub, in-game mod hub. Right now we're going to go grab our silage, our slurry from the cows, excuse me. Cover. I'm going to do this for each cow barn, and once we get up to this certain point, we'll get the start filling option. We're going to fill the tanker trailer up with our slurry. And we can see here from the animals menu It's not that one. Yeah, it is this one. We can see the slurry going down here. This one takes 50,000 liters a shot, which is fine for what we're doing now because the biogas plant can only process so much slurry at one time, so it's fine that we have to take it in certain increments. But I still wanted to get a larger trailer so that we did get as close to as large increments as we could to cut down on the number of trips we would potentially have to make to unload the slurry to the biogas plant. Because I didn't want the whole episode to be making 95,000 trips over to the mini biogas plant here just to sell slurry. Even though I know it's been fun, if you've been following along the series, I've had a lot of little episodes like that. It's all part of the learning process. And I'm glad that those of you that are with me, that you're coming along for the ride. It's going to be fun. And it's only going to get better, and I'm only going to get better. But this is part of the grind, and I appreciate you. Those of you that are coming in and joining with me on this grind, because we're going to get there for sure. Maybe an old man YouTuber, but I'm still a YouTuber, and I'm going to get those numbers. That be rest assured. Alright, so we're dropping off the slurry, and now we're going to take a look here and see what we have happening here. So we're going to go to the biogas plant. Now we're looking at the mini biogas plant. Excuse me, we're looking at the slurry, and we just dropped off the 49,830 liters. We didn't turn it off from last time, so it's already activated. So alright. So it will start processing the slurry into electric charge methane and digest state, and we'll get paid for that. So that'll be happening now. So we're going to go ahead and have another load of slurry. We're going to go back to the same cow barn because they didn't empty it completely, so we're going to start with that one before we move on to the next. And again, we're just grabbing all of the available slurry at this point in time. Start filling. Start filling once we open the covers. Alright, there's another 5,980 liters. And now we can go over to the other cow barn and we'll do the same thing. There we go, start filling. And it goes without saying, even though I still want to point this out, we was running ultra realistic, we'd have hoses running from the trailer to the slurry and all of that stuff and hooking them up and everything, but still the same process of happening. It's just you have hoses running from the tanker and so on and so forth to the dispenser, you hook them up, so on and so forth. But you get the gist of the general operation. This is a farming simulator, although the simulation at times is lacking as far as ultra realism, but it does give you the general idea of all of these different farming operations. Of course, there are mods where you can take the realism to even higher levels, but the game, generally speaking, was designed to appeal to wide audiences. So the design decisions for the game, they did make some huge concessions in a lot of areas when it comes to realistic farming versus, you know, actual simulation farming and different things in between, depending on which actual farming process you're talking about. Alright, so we have another load of slurry here. We're going to unload that to the mini biogas plant, same deal as before. And this should probably fill it up. Alright, yep, you can see right there, we're getting to that point. And if we go here to the wrench icon and we look at what's happening here, you can see it's maxed out. So it's not really going to take on any more until it has processed what it has in there out. So while we're waiting on that to take place, we can go ahead and grab another load for our truck and then bring that on over, and then we'll figure out about the whole processing situation there. Generally what I do, because the biogas plant actually processes through that material very quickly, is I'll accelerate time so that the biogas plant can get rid of its backlog and create more space for new material. That's all we got to do today, but I think today is probably also a day where I want to address resupplying some of my productions, because I've kind of let those sit up, you know, kind of be left to their own devices for quite some time now. And I don't think I've done anything with the boat build either, so we probably need to pick up on that a little bit, because that's just additional money that we can be making here as well. We want to make sure we still got all of our money making operations going and running. So actually up to the point, if you've been watching from the beginning, you know where we started at and how hard it was to get to the point where we were even making money. And now we got a steady profit going now that we're fully operational farming and logging operation. Although we've kind of pivoted over from the logging operation now to more of a farming operation. But we had to make money from the logging operation to get the farming operation started, which is interesting in and of itself. And that's where we're at now. Alright, so we've picked up, I believe, but let me double check all of the slurry that's available from the cows at this point. And we can take this back over to the biogas plant for processing. And again, because we're coming up on the end of the series, I don't know how far we're going to get into what my ultimate goal was here, is to have this self-sufficient animal operations. Before we end the series, I'm going to try my best to get to the point where we put down our a couple more productions, one for TMR and one for pig food, so that will support our animals operations. But as far as like the farms to go along with that, I don't know if we won't have time to get to that point in this series. But you'll see where I'm heading and what my ideas were on that, and how we want to get to that self-sufficient animal operations thing. We'll definitely do that before we end the series here and move on to a different map in our new series. Alright, so here we are. Let's open up and unload. Alright, and we have another load of slurry. We're going to go ahead and drop that off now. Alright, and as you know, we're still pretty bottlenecked. So what I'm going to have to do at this point is we're going to have to come in here and play with the time a little bit, so we can get a little space cleared up to process the backlog that we have in our raw materials. Excuse me here, getting a little hiccup thing here. So we're going to speed up time to 360 and clear some of this out, and then we'll go back up to our biogas. And once we got that cleared out, we'll do an unload operation again, and until we get bottleneck one more time, and we kind of let that go, and As you can see, we're moving, empty. So now, once that hits, we'll bring it back over to normal operating time. At least it's time that we're playing on, and we're playing on 3X. And so truck's unloaded, and we can move on. And the biogas plant is still processing.
Welcome to your NFL headlines of the day. According to Reuters, here are 5 NFL headlines. NFL nearing a vote on 2024 Brazil game. Texans quarterback CJ Stroud.
And alright, and we can go ahead and close. Our tanker up, and we're done with the tanker for now. So we can go ahead and return this mod back to the shop. We won't be processing any more liquids at the moment. We will have to deal with milk a little bit later on, but not right now. But there's no need to keep the tanker while we're waiting on the milk to become available. Alright, so we'll keep that truck parked there, and we're going to go back to our leased items. And this is the trailer that we have, the Tanker Senior. We're going to go ahead and return that. We don't need that anymore. And that's pretty much it. And you can see, here, let's go look at the boat yard while we're here. Let's take a peek at where we're at on that. Required materials, you can see the boat yard is ready to be supplied. We got the framework going on another boat, and we have a demand for raw materials, planks, long planks, wood beam, metal, and floor tiles, and we'll address that on the next business day. Yeah, because it's already late at night, so we're going to go ahead to the farmhouse and roll over into the next day, and then pick up from there and get everything going. So we're back at the farmhouse. I'm going to go ahead and call it a night and see what the next day brings. Alright, coming back in. Got basically 3,000 leasing costs, $590 property maintenance, but the usual. Alright, so we're going to jump right in. Let's get right into it. Let's go first straight to the farm, and will start by checking on our farm animals, because that's the focus of what we're doing now. And we'll just cycle down. Sheep look good. Chickens need a little feed probably. Pigs, same deal. Cows, same deal. So we can either wait and feed them now, or skip a day, which is essentially half a month, and then come back in and see what the feed situation is on the next cycle. But I think we'll just go ahead and top them off for now, just to give us all that excitement from having something to do every day. Alright, so we'll start chickens. Remember, we're putting them on a strictly barley diet for right now, so we're gonna go straight to the barley. Load up on barley. It shouldn't take much, because chickens don't consume a lot of food, and we don't have a large number of chickens on this farm. Even though we do have 4 chicken coops. Alright, where we at? Alright, so first up, chickens. Let's feed them. Alright, a little barley goes a long way. Let's one. I see something else that I totally have been neglecting as well, and that's the fabric operation there. I could have been selling that profit. I know I probably missed a few cycles on there. But you see the crates in the background that have been sitting, the pallets have been sitting there, fabric pallets, and I could have been selling. What was that? There's a little bit of backlog there. But we'll deal with that too. We're gonna get them all. Alright. Got one more chicken coop to go here. And I think that's all of them. Now let's double check to make sure we didn't miss anybody. Alright, that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. So they are great. So we can drop off the unused material back into the grain silo and pick up some pig feed. So that's next on the list. So we want to cycle over to pig food. There you go. And pigs consume a lot. So I just want to make sure we have a solid enough load to make sure that we don't have to make multiple trips. So I'm gonna load up on that. And thankfully the pig barns are drive-through, so we can just kind of do that right now. And also, as I'm driving through, there's one other thing we need to address here, and that's manure. I have to keep that in the mental Rolodex as well. Ton of manure here that can be processed at the biogas. So we'll deal with that too here in a few. Alright, so pigs are fed. So we're gonna unload that and let's feed the cows for next. The cows, we use TMR to feed the cows. A total mixed ration, that's the most efficient. It keeps our cows the healthiest. So it'll cycle back down to TMR, a total mixed ration. And cows consume a lot of food and raw material as well. So we want to make sure we have a large enough load so that we don't have to make multiple trips for them either. Alright, that's all we got. Let me get this truck and trailer turned around. Alright, we're going to drop it right in there, and that's total mixed ration, guys. And one more load. And we're just topping off, so we won't need as much this time. But I know I'm running low in TMR, so we're gonna go ahead and drop off our unused portions back into the grain silo. But I'm also gonna go ahead and order one trailer load of TMR, and we'll do that here. In the buy anything silo, it's equivalent of going to the shop and buying bags of total mixed ration. We're just doing it kind of streamlining the process. When we were playing ultra realistic, we would grab bags from the shop, but in the interest of time, and for this series, we're using this cheaty silo, if you want to call it that, but you're still paying for it, so it's not that much of a cheat per se. All right, so it's $7,625 because you're still paying for it. No question about that. So this is a time saver in this instance of how we're using it right now. All right, so we're gonna put this load in the silo as well. And then once we got that unloaded, we're gonna move over to the next crop, which or item, which would be the straw. And both the pigs and the cows use straw, so we're just gonna grab that, fill it up. Let's make sure we have enough to meet the requirements of what we need for all 4 barns. Neither the pigs or the cows use that much straw, but you still want to make sure you have enough, so that you're not having to make any extra trips. Alright, we're going to drop off a straw. Alright, we're going to back the straw trailer up in here and unload this load of straw. And then see where we're at from there. And of course my backing up skills are not the greatest, so just bear with me here. I know it's not a struggle for some folks, but for me it's very much a struggle, and this is in-game and real life. So that's this backing up is an issue for me, and so this does parallel real life for me in the game. Alright, we're going to drop off our leftover straw. Alright, and that should do it for what we need to do as far as feeding the animals is concerned. We're going to bring the trailer back around and kind of park it. Wait a minute, I'm looking here. We got a bad maintenance window here. Let's go do some maintenance on these things real quick. I don't know which one of these is needing maintenance, but it's a little low. So let's go here in the shop here. Let's see who needs some work. Oh, it's the truck. So we're gonna repair the truck. Some general maintenance on that. We'll go ahead and do the trailer too while we're at it. Alright, we'll close that up. It's a little nasty looking there, but it's back in tip-top shape yet. We'll go ahead and park the truck, park the trailer, unhitch the trailer, and let's go see where we're at now. Let's go to our other production chains menu here, and let's take a look at everything else we got cracking. Excuse me. A metals backlog, so we are going to deal with that here now. Flooring factory is backlogged. out of space. We're going to deal with that now too, because we forgot to turn that back on to where it was being automatically sold, and that's my mistake. But it doesn't matter now because we're about to address all of those issues here. So let's go get our boxer trailer because we're about to put it into heavy rotation. This is the box set trailer, also on the in-game model of these. This equipment I'm using now is by the 82 Studios, one of my favorite modders in the game, and one of the best that does it. Let's see, what do I want to do first? I want to address everything that uses metal, I think. So let's open up here. And let's grab a few metal pallets. We'll probably just grab them all. If nothing else, we can sell them. We overstock. So let's go grab a trailer load of metal pallets. And that'll also help the backlog that we have at the factory. So that's about to be clear. Quite sure how many pallets I want to get because I've never really ran it this low, and I don't want to be making multiple trips. So, well, like I said, we're probably just going to grab them all. Let's see how it plays out. And that'll give the factory something to start producing. So it works out in either scenario. Alright, so here we go. And we'll work this in reverse order because we don't want to blow up the storage of the boat yard, so we'll do that one last. We're going to hit everything else on the map as far as our productions are concerned. They have a demand for metal. We'll start with the barrel factory. Alright. And next we'll go over here a little further up the road and go to the furniture factory. And I think that's all of the ones that demand metal other than the boatyard. If I'm not mistaken. Alright, great. Because the boatyard can be finicky with its storage, I don't want to oversupply it yet, so I'm going to try a different practice here. And you see what I'm thinking of here in just a few moments. So we know that you can oversupply the boat yard, so we want to come in here and see what the demand is for metal. It's 1,328, so that's 2,000 liters. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go ahead and unload the trailer. And I think these are liftable if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah. So this is a 551. We know it can take that. And this will be perfect. Okay. So I don't know why it's not wanting to take it right now. Okay, there we go. That was a little weird. Alright, we got paid $2,774 for that pallet. And I will take a 1,000-liter pallet and do the same. And that should give our supply meet our supply requirement for metal. Yeah, we're at 2,278. So we're able to handle that without running into that whole oversupply issue. And then what we can do is the metal that was unsold, we'll just go ahead and sell that out on the open market. And just take whatever the current market price is, and that's fine because we're not trying to maximize profits per se on our metal, at least in this scenario. Alright, so we're going to do that now. We'll just sell everything else. Alright, so I'm going to open up here and sell what we have. 4,000 liters. And it gives us $22,137 with a $1,186 bonus based on my environmental score. It's not bad at all. Alright. Since we're already working on our boat yard, let's go ahead and grab some floor tiles. Get over this way. Then we'll do a similar process with the floor tiles that we did for the metal so that we don't oversupply if necessary. Alright, open up, coming through. Alright, then the initial load is 4,000 liters, but we got another group here coming in. We'll grab them too. And see how far 8,000 will get us probably. Alright, now that we got that done, we can take these pallets over to the boat yard and see what our needs are and if we met them. Alright, here we are. So let's get turned around. First and foremost, so before we unload, let's see what our situation is. We need 5,000 for tiles, so we're good. We have less than that. We can sell all of this. Alright, that's $27,517 with a $1,474 bonus. We like that. And now we have... Oh, we had floor tiles already doing well, we got 7,000 liters of floor tiles in storage now. You only need 5, so we don't need to bring any more floor tiles over. Now we're just working on long planks, long planks, and wood beam. And planks is 8 and 8, so we can do 9 and 9 for the long planks and 6 for the wood beam. And let's go and grab those materials now. And for that, we'll go over here to our nearby sawmill and purchase what we need until we're producing it again. I say wood beam was 6,000 and the other two were 9,000, right? So 6. Buy one more 1,000 just to be safe. Nope, just had a brain malfunction. Alright, we gotta go pick up that what we purchased. We're going to the warehouse here. And again, loading up the boxing trailer, which has an auto load feature. And we're gonna grab all of our pallets. Alright, let's get it in there smooth. Again, you can see my challenges with backing up, and especially with a trailer. Hitch trailer makes my backing up challenge even that much more of a challenge for me. Excellent, excellent. And now we're ready to come back out and drop off those supplies. Alright, we're dropping off our planks. Got $19,961 plus a $1,016 bonus. And looking at this build situation now, what we see, wood beam was the demand 5,642. They got 6,998. So now it's just planks and planks long. And we already estimated we want 9 and 9 of each. Alright, forgot what I was doing for a second there. Alright, we want to long planks. 9,000, I think is what we said. 9, yeah. I might as well bump it up to 10 and just go on and get it out of the way. And we'll be doing that a few times here tonight. As you know, I could we could do a whole show on just supplying our productions. But this is what we're doing now is just an effort to get the boat yard started. That's all. Then we are going to work on the productions too. Go ahead and get all that stuff kick started, if you will. And I think it's also crop time too, so we actually got a crop we can plant now. And we'll look at that too. A very busy time of the year on the map right now. Yeah, alright, unload. And we got paid $25,331 for that sale, and plus a $1,357 bonus for that sale. And let's go look at our production chains. Oops, this won't be on there, excuse me. We have to look here. Required materials for next step. We got 9,996 long planks available now, and they only need 8,884. So now we just need some planks, and I'll grab them. Holy moly, wrong button. Oh, crush counter +1. I don't know. I spaced that all the way out there. Totally forgot. What am I doing here? Oh. Let's go place that order for planks. Might as well buy and get 10 there. And rinse, repeat, pick up what we purchased. And I hope we'll get into the crop portion of the thing tonight. But what I might do is just pivot to that and just do some of the production chain stuff offline, and that will be a more prudent way to go, but I'm not sure right yet. I'm still thinking about it. So we're gonna drop off our planks and let's see what we're working with here. Let's sell all that. I got $24,080 for that, and $1,290 environmental score reward. And now we got 9,000 planks in storage, 9,997 to be exact. And we only demand 8,153 for where we're at in the vote bill process. So that's a done deal. So now we can go take a peek at our other productions and see where we're lacking, and so on and so forth. We know majority of our productions take long planks, so that will be a great starting point to work our way through. So we'll start there with a max load that my trailer can carry of long planks. I know, without saying, since most of my productions use long planks, that's one load or order that won't go to waste. And I think the max we can order at one time is 10, so we're going to buy those 10. But we also know this trailer can hold more than that, so what we're going to do, we're going to back out and order another 10 for 20. And that way we will cover every scenario and won't have to make one of the trips, hopefully. We'll see. If we do have to make multiples after this, then that will cut down on the number of multiples. So we can move this thing along. We got 20,000 long planks. Let's see how far they go. And we're gonna go in kind of sequential order, sort of. But then again, it's not really in order. But we'll start with the barrel factory. Alright, so that's your first production. Let's go on to the next. We'll start over here now with the roofing factory. Okay, next up is the framing factory. Alright, did we get it? Because I can't. Alright, so art accessories. Alright, which one is the framing factory here? Pet accessories. Wood turner or art accessories. Okay, yeah. This name is not consistent. Okay, why does it not want to take the load here? There we go. Okay, now for the art accessories factory, where do we want to go? Let's go to the furniture factory. I'm already getting nervous because 20,000 might have not been enough. As crazy as that sounds. Alright. Wood turner is next. I don't know right off the top of the dome if he uses long planks at all, but we'll stop in and double check. He does, and he's got us down to 5,755. It's not looking good for the home team. We're gonna have to make another set of trips. But we did decently. Next up is this one here, which I always forget what it is. Pet accessories, right? Yeah. And that one took everything we had. And they still have a demand, so let's go get it. They missed the mark. Should have got 30. At least 25. I think I've tested that before and I just keep forgetting what the number is. I gotta make note of that so for future reference. Because I think I'm pretty sure I've done the 20,000 before and missed it. Just a little bit over that. Because it's almost closer to the 30,000 number. But we'll do one more. Order of 10, and that should cover it, I hope. Yeah, because we ain't got that many productions left that we need demand long planks. I think it's just a flooring factory. And for that production, it's optional requirement anyways on that one. Alright, and we're going in the warehouse, grab what we just ordered. Rinse, repeat. Or not. So we got another load of 10,000 long planks, and let's see how far this goes. Got to close up before I try to get out of there. Alright, next stop is head accessories and then on to flooring, I think. And drop that off. And that's the message we want to see. That means we're full. And let's see what we do here. Got 8,000 on in the truck, hopefully. Yeah, cool. That's great, actually. Alright, so everybody's supplied on long planks, right? Yep. So we can sell leftovers long planks that we have back. And make some of our money that we spent on these materials back. Alright, so we're going to come here and sell our surplus. And we got $15,890 back. It's $851 bonus, so we got a little bit of that money back. So now let's take a look at the productions again. And we just need to deal with long planks is good there. With planks for a couple of them that demand. Oh, I thought the shingle factory. We missed the shingle factory. I don't know how. I thought we unloaded there. Okay, I'm confused. Why did it stop? That's so weird. Alright, you throwing my scheduling off there, guys. Alright, planks long. Gotta buy another 5 because we missed the shingle factory somehow, and I know y'all saw me drive there. I saw stuff unloading, but it doesn't look like it took. Not quite sure how we missed that. But now out of the way, we'll try it again. The 5s. And what we can do, I can go ahead and come back and order planks too. Oops, crash counter +2. Hadn't had that many crashes in the more recent episodes, so I guess we gotta pick that back up. And again, really weird with this whole shingle factory. Because you saw me, that's one of the ones that has this weird little area where you got to back into to unload. And I always struggle trying to get that lined up right. Alright, here we go again. It says no more capacity. There we go. Finally. And now we still got a little surplus here, 502 liters. We'll go ahead and sell that back and make a little bit of our money back. Now we can go grab the planks as originally planned. And planks for our first order, we'll just do a max order. And let's see, planks. Well, we'll do 20 on them as well. And that should be plenty enough. But I gotta get that in my head at some point. It's 20. It's gotta be 30 on the long planks. Those are the ones that are more heavily used. Planks is much lesser demand. I don't know why I always get stuck on that 25, thinking 25,000 liters, thinking that's always a good number. But I've done that. I've made that mistake enough times now in this series, so I should have it now. There we go. Now hopefully we got it down enough. Okay, now let's take a look at the productions menu. And the only ones that ever use planks are the flooring factory and the furniture factory. I think those are the only two. So let's see how far 20,000 liters goes. And we'll start with the furniture factory and then move over to the flooring factory. Alright, there we go. And looking at that's the furniture factory. And you can see there, that's fully supplied. And to the flooring factory. Alright, there we go. And now if we look at the flooring factory, you see planks demand is satisfied. And we're ready to go. And one other thing we need to do with the flooring factory while we're here, we can set the tiles to selling until we need them for our boat build again. And that's one thing that we forgot to change the setting on, so that we just could be constantly making money off of that. And there's that. Sell our leftovers back and get $15,368 back. Alright, so production chains are good to go, I think. We got this on the fabric factory. Let's go sell some fabric. And we also got some manure to deal with too. Okay, and another thing here, I'm looking at the why is what spin rate? Oh, so that one's set to automatically sell. Okay. It's like, why I don't see. Let's see which sell point has the best sell price here. So we go to our prices chart and we're looking at fabric. Boatyard is vintage clothes is buying, so we want to tag that place. They're paying $5,681 per liter. I guess that's liter. They don't really tell you what the quantity is, but they're paying $5,600. We're gonna go sell our fabric to vintage clothes. Alright. Sell away. We got $28,405 with a $1,522 bonus. That's great. Can't beat that. Alright, so that's our fabric being sold. Now, lastly, let's deal with this manure situation. And I'm wondering here, before I get started on that, I should have everything I need, excuse me, to deal with that on my farm already. In fact, this is one. I guess we can go ahead and park the box it. Now we're not going to need it at the moment. I don't think. Yeah. Go top this off real quick too. This is the iron ore for the metal factory. Needed a little bit of iron. Alright, so again, the next thing we wanted to check out was this manure situation, and here's my thought on that. I guess we can do it with the TLX, I think. Let's see here. Alright, let's see if it'll recognize this trailer or not. I don't know if it will. We will test it. I don't remember. Tip of trailer. Come over here by the manure. Okay, it does. Start filling. Alright, so we're taking the manure to the biogas plant as well. And this is from the pigs. Only the pigs are producing manure in this map. Cows can produce manure in slurry, and pigs can produce manure in slurry. But the way we have it set up on this map, we only have the the pigs producing manure in slurry, and the cows are just doing slurry. Alright, the next stop is the biogas plant. here's where we unload manure, the mini biogas plant. Oh, and we've reached the bottleneck point, so this will be the same situation like we did with the slurry. We're waiting on that to work itself out. We'll go ahead and pick up the last load. Oh, had a brain freeze again. We're heading back to the farm. Alright, next stop is the second pig barn to pick up the rest of the manure that we have available. And this should empty out this bunker silo. Alright, happy with that. 64,360 liters. Oh, crash counter +3. Whoops. Fading out. Alright, we're still bottlenecked here, so let's go in here and take a look and see what we can do to alleviate the bottleneck. First thing first, and my apologies here, we forgot to turn the manure processing on. So that's part of the issue. And now let's go ahead and do the accelerate time a little bit here. This one I'm going to be less aggressive. We're going to go to 120s. I want it to fast, but not too fast that it's blowing me away here. Alright, you see that go down real time. And once it gets down enough and clears enough space, we should be able to unload. Alright, it's going to take a little bit before we get there. Just keep digging at it until it's gone. Still got over 30,000 liters to get rid of. Alright, we got the whole load done, so we can switch the time back to the regular time cycle. And we can go to our production chains and see what's going on with the biogas plant. And you can see the manure is being processed into electrocharged methane and digestate, and being sold for profit. And it's pretty late in the day now, but it's now finally brings us to the point where we can look at addressing our farming operations that we want to be able to do. But one other thing I want to check while I had on the brain. Let's see how our uh, wrap bales are doing. They still say grass or not. And they still say grass, so they won't ferment while they're in the facility, apparently. Because all these should be saying um, silage by now, and they are not. I don't think I had any wrap ones in here, did I? I hope not. It's grass and hay. Alright, so that may be something I'll address off camera and then put those back in. And then, alright, so my other thing here is going to our crop calendar. We have planting season for canola this month if we want to start planting. Or I could wait until September and wheat and barley becomes available. Other crops that are also plantable now are poplar, grass, of course, and oilseed radish, as well as the new crops that are here as part of the premium expansion: the red beet, carrots, and parsnip. Hmm. Uh, Canola's kind of down the road a little bit, but that would be depending on which production I used, which mod I used for producing pig food. Canola could come into play, but maybe not. But in the interest of what we're trying to do here, I want to be able to show some of the different things you can do in the game. So we're going to give it a go. So let's go to the shop menu and let's lease a planter. Tools. And we're going to go to planters. We're looking for a direct drill planter. So we don't want to overspend because we just need something real simple, we know. Maxima, where we at? 6 meter width. That's a 6 meter width. We also got to be mindful of our horsepower of our tractors as well. We can't go over 200 horsepower either, as well. All right, so it looks like we want to use a oh no, that's 6 meters. Um, that's 12 meters. Our good compromise would be about a 9 meter. So this Optima RS is probably, but is that a direct drill? Yeah, that's a direct drill. So we're gonna fertilization active. This one seed, there is direct drill plus it seeds, plants, and fertilizes in one process. 180 horsepower, we'll lease that. planter. And then let's go to my tractors. I want the most horsepower that I have, and that would be the Massey, I think. I'm gonna go to the shop and pick up that planter. Then this can, as we said, it can seed and fertilize. So we're gonna fill it up with both seed and fertilizer. First, let's select the seed. We're gonna go ahead and do the canola, I think. Let me look back at the calendar here. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do canola just to show the process, and that's a different crop from one we've done in this series up to this point. Start filling. Alright, we got our seed and we got our fertilizer. And actually we want to do this on the far field because that's the one that's been not utilized the longest. So we'll take this out to field 3. And as you know, we got a lot going on out at field 3 because of the whole logging situation that we had going on there as we were trying to clear that out. Because I was having some thoughts about expanding the field, but there's not a lot of options there. Definitely we could expand the field a little bit, but it's not really going to give me that much more. But definitely, if I was running a longer series, we definitely get into that. Alright, so we're gonna come in here and still got a lot of logs that I need to clear up here, and we're gonna have to travel over some of them to get in here to where we need to be. Yeah. And we're gonna detach the cedar. And get it configured for planting here. Remember, cedar. Lower cedar. Got canola selected. And let me check here. Let's look at what we got. The field conditions are. I think we're good. pH value is good. Fertilize everything, and that's really all we need to know. Because as far as the nitrogen levels, that's addressed with the fertilization state. So turn on seeder. Let's see if this works. And again, it's been a while. I'm a little rusty on the planning side of things. And we're putting down canola, running along the edges of the field. And I'm gonna do the headland on the top and the bottom, and then I should be able to turn it over to a worker. Oh, this field's not that big, so it's not workers not really necessary per se. Alright, there we go. Now, in theory, I should be able to turn this over to a worker, and he'd be able to finish the job without too much trouble. But let's see. Alright, looking good. Because we were playing with precision farming, the fertilizer is automatically adjusted to the amount needed for those different areas of the field. So, barring any real weird wonkiness, our nitrogen levels should be adjusted accordingly as we plant. The only thing I'm still unsure of when it comes to precision farming is when do we roll the field. I know it's right after planting, but I don't know how soon after planting. Like, can I roll immediately after I plant? We're going to have to find that out here. Do I have to wait a day? Because I waited when I did the previous planting, and that condition, the needs rolling condition, never did clear. So I'm not sure what was the deal with that. Hop out now and look at the field that we've done. Still says needs rolling. So I wonder, while we're waiting on that, we're gonna test this. Mulchers. Where's my rollers at? Alright, let's lease a roller. While that other guy's running, let's go grab our other tractor and let's go see. Let's go test this deal out here. Let's see, can we run it right after we plant? Alright, there we go. We got our roller. And lights on, because we're going to be doing some night ops here. Apparently you miss your window for rolling if you don't do it right immediately after plant. Apparently. I guess that's something I may need to do some more testing with off camera, because I still need to understand how the mechanics of rolling work in relation with precision farming. Alright, our work here is finished. Let's go double check that to see if that's actually true, because you get that message a lot of times and the worker's done something out of his mind. So you definitely have to check and follow up on them to make sure that they're doing what they think they're supposed to be doing. Alright, coming through. Okay, where is the worker? Where's my tractor? Where's the tractor? Where's the worker? There we are. Lights on. Alright, looking good, looking good. Alright, we can fold the cedar back out. attach, and get it set up for transport back to the shop. Very happy with what we got going here. Now, let's see about this roller situation. Lights on, unfold roller. Okay, and so that's definitely the case. And then the next thing we would have to address is the weed. Now, can you run a worker on this? And alright, and we're gonna do a quick screenshot moment here. Set that up. Nice little evening shot here. And back to normal. And let's see how crazy the worker gets on the edges of the field, because I didn't do headlands, so let's see what he does. In this case, she. She does make it all the way to the edge of the field. That's good. But how does she work it out about when it comes to turning around? Okay, she got it. She got it together that time. Does she come far enough back to not miss any edges of the field? She does. Okay, that's actually pretty great. Alright, so I think we can trust her. Finish wrapping that up. And we can go ahead and return this lease item back to the shop. But we want to unload it first, so that's why I'm going to the main farm first. We can put the unloaded contents in our silo. Because while the equipment is leased, the supplies are not. Crash counter +4. Yipes. Oh man, I wasn't watching the time. We're coming up on the end of the episode. I didn't realize we were that late into it. Alright, I want to thank everyone for tuning in tonight. This has been another episode of Bose 831 Gaming Live on Twitch with the live stream series Farming Simulator 22 Platinum Edition, Silverrun Forest map, which is a base game map with the Platinum Edition. And like I always say, if you're not having fun doing what you do, then what are you doing? I want to thank you for tuning in. I'm Bose831 Gaming on most of your social media platforms. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you like, know what you love. Let me know what you don't. But either way, let me know. Let me know. I'm Bose831 Gaming on Twitter, formerly X, formerly known as Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. These videos will be uploaded to my YouTube channel in their entirety, typically uncut. And that's all I got, man. I hope y'all will keep working with me and keep coming in and checking out my content. And I'll catch you on the next episode here. We're wrapping it up. I'm gonna go ahead and finish up tonight. Where we're at now. Let's go ahead and unload this cedar. We should have fertilizer and seed. And now we can return that lease item back to the shop. We won't need a planter at this point. So return it. And I don't have, well yeah I can. Where's my, he's just gotta move that around. Like, hello, thought I had him. I don't have a forklift, but I have the equivalent, more or less. I have a telehandler. So we solved the mystery of the needs rolling condition. You have the position formula, apparently you have to roll immediately after you plant. You can't wait a day, I don't believe. I guess I gotta do some more testing with that, but I do believe that's the case. Alright, we're gonna, first things first, is gonna unload these excess materials into our farm grain silo. Future use. Got a little fertilizer and a little seed. That's one. And second one is the seed. Alright, so on the next episode, we'll continue wrapping up our planting process. We'll do either barley or wheat on field 1. We'll check on where we're at on field 2. The grass set up on there. I don't think we need to do anything with the grass. It'll just regrow on its own, but we do need to check on the situation as far as rolling may need to be rolling that may need to be done on that field in particular, or any other activities that might help with the yield. And that's about it. Alright, I want to thank y'all for tuning in tonight, and I will catch you on the flip side. Have a good night, everyone.